Hello, this is Dustin with Home Mender, and today we got a rotted window sash. It's gotten up into the beveled part of the sash, and caulking it or glazing it would just look bad. I'm gonna dress it up and bonus lesson about how to have fun at work. I'm gonna show you how. Let's get to it. The best part about running a business is the fun that it helps create. So what I did here is, because I need to cover this whole sash, I went ahead and took a measurement here. Now to the edge, I've got 2 1/4. And whatever fun looks like to you. Fun is interpretive. For me, it's traveling. We like to travel. However, here they've got a little tall spot. Owning my own business means I'm able to teach someone to do what I do and then be off on trips with the family. I've got 2 1/2-inch nails. I don't want this to blow through the other side of my window. My favorite was our coast-to-coast road trip from Virginia Beach to San Francisco and back. Got this 2 1/4 door and window casing. It's made of PVC, and we are going to cut these at a 45 so we can picture frame the window in. It was pretty amazing. We actually filmed it and made videos about it, and you can check those out here. Go ahead and start with your first 45. It's amazing how the landscape is different. Literally, when you change states in the Wild West, you can see the difference between Utah and Arizona. Now my window is 45.5 by 51.5. And I want the frame to fit inside of it. So my long point right there on the edge of the 45, all the way 51.5. Now that's gonna be to the long of my other 45. We did national parks, a ghost town. We camped out under the stars and experienced the most beautiful landscapes in our amazing country. I love you, USA. So whatever that fun looks like for you, you could have it. That was a fun time. And there was more: Costa Rica, Quebec, the list goes on. That's because we love to travel. But whatever you like to do, the free time is there to be able to spend it doing what you love. No better time than to do it right now. Thus creating our picture frame. Now we can set our casing in. It may not be financial freedom, but it is freedom. Living in an RV for 100 days was one of the greatest adventures that I ever experienced. Finding where you're gonna sleep every night, where you're gonna get water, where you're gonna fill up, what food are you gonna bring with you. It was quite a different lifestyle, and I really enjoyed it. There were times in like New Mexico where it was 100 miles between towns. And of course, that's when the car trouble hits. So it's quite an adventure. If you get a chance to do that, you should. Now that our casing's on, we still have this gap over here in between the glass and the new piece of trim. That's what this is for. We're gonna take this guy and trim it out just like so. That way we can go inside this glass and we'll cut the seams at a 45 just like we did the other ones. Now for the next piece of trim, we're gonna measure inside. Butt to the casing. All right, and then butt to the casing on the inside of the top. So instead of laying it flat, we're gonna stand it up like this. So I've got my first 45 on it, and that's gonna be to my long. So I'm gonna measure my 41. 10,000 miles at 10 miles to the gallon seems like a lot. As a military kid, I moved around a lot, but never 22 different states in a row. Each one wondrous and unique in its own way. Now we can lay those guys in there. Do the bottom first. And I switched to some shorter nails. If you are considering doing a trip like this, make sure you follow through with it. Once you talk about it, you have to do it. The last thing you want to do is remember back when you talked about taking a trip like this. I'm glad we did. Now you can caulk all your joints with some Alex Painter's caulk. Had we not taken this awesome adventure, we wouldn't have known that New Mexico is filled with mountains of white sand. that Texans can drive 80 miles per hour on the freeway and have steak at every meal. Now you can wipe it with a wet cloth. Or if Memphis barbecue is better than St. Louis. And you can put a bead of clear up next to the trim and the glass. I cut my tip super small for this one. We wouldn't have known. So thanks so much for letting me share about my favorite part of being a business owner. I let you know all my business secrets in the e-course. And if that video gave you the confidence to take care of one of your rotten wood projects, go ahead and watch another video. Check out some interior repairs, learn easy drywall, or get that new bathroom that you've been wanting. Thanks for watching.